What if I told you the Raleigh housing market in 2026 isn't what you think it is? My family and I moved here from Southern California about 8 years ago, sight unseen, and the lessons that we learned navigating through it all are priceless. Today, we're diving into Raleigh's 2026 housing market, the strategic shifts, the hidden opportunities, and the lifestyle choices you won't hear anywhere else. Stick with me to the end for some of the hidden facts that no one will tell you, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a beat. Raleigh's job market is the engine behind everything we're talking about today. Without strong job growth, the housing market doesn't move, the lifestyle feels flat, and the entertainment options dry up. But here's the thing, Raleigh isn't just growing, it's evolving into one of the most resilient job markets in the entire country. When people think of Raleigh, and many of my friends ask me about it, they often think about just the Research Triangle Park, or the RTP as the locals call it. Now the RTP is awesome, and that massive research and innovation hub is still a centerpiece, but in 2026, the story goes much deeper. Companies like Apple, Google, and Oracle have already planted big flags here, bringing thousands of jobs. In Holly Springs, Fujifilm's $3.2 billion facility is now fully operational, making it the largest of its kind in North America. That alone creates thousands of high-paying biotech and pharmaceutical positions. And it's spilling over into housing demand in Holly Springs, Apex, and Fuquay-Varina. But beyond the headlines, there's a ripple effect that most relocation videos don't cover. When you attract tech giants and biotech firms, you don't just hire engineers and scientists, you also need to hire teachers for the kids, contractors for their homes, service workers for the restaurants, and healthcare workers for their families. Raleigh's economy is diversified in a way that many hot cities like Austin or Nashville can't quite match. That diversity creates resilience. Now let's break it down. Technology and biotech are the crown jewels, but education is a massive player thanks to NC State, Duke, and UNC. These universities aren't just producing talent, they're anchoring research projects, medical innovations, and startup incubators all over the place. Healthcare is growing at double-digit rates, with WakeMed, Duke Health, and UNC Health constantly expanding. There's also state government jobs, which often get overlooked, but also it keeps Raleigh stable. That mix creates a job market where if one sector slows, others keep the region strong. Now let's talk a little bit about wages and cost of living. If you're relocating from California, New York, or DC like we did, Raleigh salaries might look a little bit lower than where you came from. But once you factor in the lower cost of housing, utilities, transportation, and even at some places groceries, it feels like you got a raise. For example, an IT professional making $140,000 in the Bay Area may earn closer to $115,000 here. But when your mortgage is $2,000 compared to $5,000 to $8,000, that difference doesn't just even out, it puts you ahead. Entrepreneurship is another exciting layer. Raleigh consistently ranks as one of the best cities to start a business. Why? Because you've got a young, educated population with easy access to capital and collaborative ecosystems that's far less cutthroat than New York or San Francisco. And then the co-working hubs are popping up everywhere, with remote work still strong. The Triangle has become a magnet for freelancers, consultants, and small business owners who want big city opportunity with lower overhead. Something else worth mentioning is Raleigh's ability to absorb population growth. Around 50 people move to the Triangle every single day. That's 18,000 new residents per year. A lot of cities would buckle under that pressure. Raleigh, on the other hand, has planned for it, expanding highways like the I-540, investing in commuter rail studies, and opening space for new business parks. It's not perfect, but the foresight is there, and it matters when you're betting on a city's future. So here's the big takeaway. If you're asking yourself, will I have opportunities if I move to Raleigh in 2026? The answer is almost definitely yes. From high-level corporate careers to skilled trades, from healthcare to education, from entrepreneurships to remote work hubs, Raleigh's job market is designed for growth and stability. And the best part? You don't have to give up lifestyle to chase opportunity. Now, what it's actually like to live here once you've got that job. When we first landed in Raleigh, my family and I didn't exactly know what to expect. Coming from Southern California, we thought we were trading sunshine and beaches for pine trees and humidity, and that wasn't the case. What we found was something far better, a lifestyle that blends big city convenience with small town warmth. And that's what I want to unpack here, because lifestyle is a big piece of the puzzle that makes the Raleigh housing market truly stand out. The first thing newcomers notice is the variety of communities. Raleigh isn't just one size fits all. If you want walkability and historic charm, 5 Points and one of my favorite, Mordecai, might be your spot. If you're looking for diversity in international culture, Cary consistently ranks at the top and is amazing. For families who want space to grow, Holly Springs, Apex, and Fuquay Varina are thriving with new schools, parks, and master plan communities. Knightdale and Garner are magnets for affordability, while Clayton, some of our clients' favorite, has become a hotbed of growth, offering small town charm with big development energy. Green space is another defining feature of life here. Raleigh is nicknamed the City Oaks, but it's not just about the trees. The Greenway system stretches over 100 miles, connecting neighborhoods, parks, and even downtown. Imagine being able to hop on a bike trail that winds past lakes, forests, and right into the city center. That's actually normal here. Umstead State Park, right between Raleigh and Durham, offers 6,000 acres of hiking and biking trails. Jordan Lake is a short drive away for boating, camping, or just a nice sunset picnic. Community life is alive and well. People know their neighbors, kids play outside, and you'll see it. There's farmers markets that aren't just about produce, they're weekend events with live music and food trucks. And don't forget Mama Salsa. Churches, sport leagues, and volunteer organizations keep people connected. If you're moving from a place where community feels fragmented, you'll be surprised how quickly Raleigh pulls you in. Another lifestyle factor worth mentioning is balance. In some major metros, people grind so hard at work that life outside the office almost disappears, like we felt in Southern California. Here, the pace is ambitious but manageable. You'll see parents taking their kids to soccer games, professionals sneaking out early on a Friday to hit the greenways, and couples heading downtown for dinner without battling 2 hours of traffic. That sense of balance is one of the biggest hidden advantages of living in Raleigh. Of course, lifestyle isn't one size fit all, but if you want nightlife and energy, you'll find it in downtown and the Warehouse District. If you want peace and space, Wendell Falls or Garner might be more your speed. And the beauty of Raleigh is that you don't have to sacrifice, you just choose the lifestyle that fits. And that leads us naturally into entertainment, because lifestyle doesn't end with where you live. It extends into how you spend your free time. If you think Raleigh's entertainment scene begins and ends with college basketball, you're in for a big surprise. Sports are definitely big here, and we love them. Go Wolfpack, and the Blue Devils, the Tar Heels, and go Canes, the Carolina Hurricanes, all drive huge energy. But the Triangle has grown into a cultural and entertainment powerhouse in its own right. Let's start with live music. Raleigh hosts the Hopscotch Music Festival every year, bringing in artists from around the world. You definitely have to go to the Red Hat Amphitheater in downtown. It draws big name acts, while smaller venues like Lincoln Theater or the Poorhouse, and poor means like this, gives you that intimate concert vibe. Durham's DPAC, which Brandy and I love, is consistently ranked as one of the top theaters in the country, and it pulls in Broadway shows and headline comedians that we always love. Food and drink, Raleigh is a foodie's paradise now, and it's definitely different in 2026 compared to 2018. Breweries are everywhere, from Raleigh Brewing to Trophy to Bond Brothers and Cary. Durham has become a culinary destination, with James Beard award-winning chefs putting the Bull City on the map. And food trucks, which are amazing out here, are out weekly. And then you have farmers markets that feel like community festivals, and Carrie's cultural events showcase international cuisine and wonderful performances. Now let's talk hidden gems. Raleigh has rooftop bars that give you skyline views with a cocktail in hand that's amazing. Downtown Durham's American Tobacco Campus is a revitalized historic area filled with restaurants, co-working spaces, and entertainment options that you'll love. Drive 30 minutes and you're at Jordan Lake for boating. Head a couple hours west and you're hiking in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Or a couple hours east and you're walking the beach, which we go often. Raleigh truly sits in the sweet spot for weekend adventures and entertainment. For families, there's no shortage of activities. Marvel's Kids Museum in downtown Raleigh is one of the best children's museums in the country. Pullen Park is a historic amusement park with rides, paddle boats, and playgrounds that you'll love. The North Carolina Museum of Art isn't just galleries, it has outdoor trails, interactive installations, and community events to die for. And here's something most people overlook: affordability of entertainment. Unlike cities where a night out feels like a whole paycheck, Raleigh actually offers you options at every price point. There's actually a lot of free concerts, outdoor movies, cultural festivals, and community parades that make them fun and accessible, and they're all over town. So whether you're a foodie, a sports fanatic, a music lover, or just someone who wants variety, Raleigh delivers. And it delivers without the burnout or the financial strain that entertainment in bigger cities often carry. I remember that we used to go to downtown and have dinner and a night out, and it would easily cost us $500 to $800. Not here. Now to the final, most important piece. Well, kinda. The housing market. The housing market itself and those strategic shifts and what they mean for you in 2026. Now let's dig in. Now this is where the rubber meets the road for anyone considering a move. And the reality is, it's different from what you may have seen in past years. During the pandemic boom, Raleigh saw skyrocketing prices, bidding wars, and record low inventory. Now, 2026, that frenzy has cooled, but it hasn't collapsed like a lot of my friends have asked. What's going on with Raleigh? I tell them the market's still good and it's very stable. And a lot of what we're seeing is more a strategic balanced market, one where buyers have choices, sellers need strategies, and builders are reshaping the landscape. Interest rates have stabilized and many of the new construction builders are offering amazing rates. Now, of course, the rates aren't at record lows of 2020, but they're no longer climbing rapidly. This stability has given buyers confidence to step back in, but for most of our clients, affordability remains front and center. Now, the median home price in Raleigh is just $474,500, which is still significantly lower than in Austin, Denver, DC, or LA, but prices have definitely climbed because of demand. One of the biggest trends is the rise of lifestyle-oriented communities. Builders aren't just putting up houses, they're creating neighborhoods with amenities baked in, co-working spaces for remote professionals, greenways that connect to shopping districts, and awesome wellness centers right inside the communities. This reflects a new reality. People don't just want a house, they want a lifestyle. New construction is booming, especially on the edges of Wake County and into Johnston County. Many people are looking at townhomes and smaller single-family homes, which are gaining a lot of traction and help for affordability. While many of our luxury buyers are still gravitating towards Cary, North Raleigh, and Chapel Hill. Incentives are back. Something we didn't see during the frenzy. Builders, like I said, are offering low rates and buy downs. Some are offering closing cost help and even design upgrades to attract buyers. The resale market is also evolving. Homes built in the early 2000s are appreciating steadily, and well-maintained properties in established neighborhoods are highly sought after. Sellers can no longer just list and expect multiple offers in a day. They need to price strategically, market aggressively, and present their homes in top condition. Investors still remain active, but they're a bit more selective. Instead of snapping up every property they see, they're targeting townhomes, small multifamilies, and homes near major job centers. This is good because it's creating both competition and opportunity for first-time buyers finally. Zoning changes and infrastructure projects are also shaping the market. The expansion of the I-540 has opened up new growth corridors, while commuter rail proposals are driving anticipation in many areas. As connectivity finally improves, neighborhoods considered too far out are now becoming prime location spots. Here's the bottom line. The Raleigh housing market in 2026 is no longer about frenzy, which honestly is good. It's about fit. It's about matching your lifestyle and your budget with the right community. Whether you're a first-time buyer looking for affordability, a growing family that's needing space, or an executive seeking luxury, there's options all over the place. But the key is strategy, knowing where to look, when to act, and how to position yourself in this evolving market. And also have someone who has their boots on the ground like us. And this, of course, is where experience matters. When my family moved here, sight unseen, we had to learn through trial and error. Today, I share that roadmap with many of our clients so they can skip the pitfalls and move straight into a frictionless transition. So if you're wondering, will I get priced out? Will I have options? Will I find a neighborhood that feels like home? The answer is probably yes. And now you know how to navigate Raleigh's 2026 housing market with strategy. So there you have it. The Raleigh housing market in 2026 isn't just about numbers. It's about strategy, lifestyle, and making smart choices that match your goals. Whether you're chasing a new job, craving the Triangle's entertainment scene, or simply looking for a place that finally feels like home, the key is knowing how to navigate the shifts ahead of the curve. Remember, my family made the leap to Raleigh sight unseen. And while that came with challenges, it also taught us exactly what to look out for. Our goal is to pass that roadmap to you so your move feels effortless, not overwhelming. And let's get the conversation started. If you found value in this video, do us a favor and hit the like button, subscribe, and drop us a comment. And the question we have is, what's the number one factor that's weighing in your move to Raleigh? And if you have questions, let's get the conversation started. If these facts sang to you and you want to get a hold of us, our number is right here on the screen. Whether you want to shoot us a text, give us a call, or send us an email. Or if you're still figuring out things, that's perfectly fine. No pressure. Do us a favor and check out our weekly videos, and also check out our sister channel, Living in Raleigh Now, where you'll find hundreds of videos about cities, lifestyle, schools, and the job market. Thanks for watching, and until next time, we'll catch you on the next one.